All right, let's start the class. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So how are you today?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good, Miss.
All right, so let's pray together before we start the class. May God grant is for all of us and good health. Okay, let me ask you while preparing the book to take notes, what have you been doing lately?
Nothing much, Miss. School just started, and yeah, we just get back to do what we usually do before the holidays.
It seems that you had great times when it came to holidays, school holidays. You travel a lot.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, so which place or which city did you visit and you had fun really?
I actually go to Bromo, Miss.
You
For the
went to
first time.
Bromo. I
Yeah,
see. All right. So did you go there by car or by bus, by public transportation?
by car, Miss.
By car. So how many people were joining you?
4 Miss of my family.
Oh, that's cool. How many days did you spend time there?
On in Bromo, we only like one night, Miss. It actually we are mampir, Miss. We actually wanted to go to Madura,
Okay.
and before going to Madura, we visit Bromo and Surabaya first, Miss.
So what was the purpose of going to Madura? Do you have family there?
Yeah, it's my father's home.
Oh, okay. So do you go there visiting your so do you still have your grandmas there in Madura?
Yes, Miss.
Do you visit them like once a year or couple of times in a year?
Yes, Miss. Mostly we visit them once a year.
Once a year. Okay. Well, normally people will visit their family in Idul Fitri when it's a holiday for Ramadan, but you visit them earlier. What makes it different from other people?
Because when on Idul Fitri holidays, my family usually go to my mother's family in Balikpapan in Kalimantan. So yeah, kayak selang-seling gitu, Miss. And if in holiday we go to Madura, then in Idul Fitri we'll go to Balikpapan and so on.
All right, that's interesting. Okay, so to be honest, which city is more comfortable for you, Balikpapan or Madura?
Um, I like both actually, but I like I think I like Balikpapan more, although it's flooding. Apa sih banjir sering banjir di situ, Miss?
It's flood.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's have a break for a while, okay? It's Azan here, and I'll be back soon. Inshallah. Okay, so we can also say it flooded. It is always flooded in Balikpapan, or a flood happens in Balikpapan often. All right, so let's talk about mindset of high achiever. Okay, achiever is from the word achieve. So what's on your mind about the topic of the day? Mindsets of achiever.
Sorry, Miss. I have to get my pen.
Sure, please do.
Mandate or
Take your time. Let me know if you're ready. Okay. So what's on your mind? What do you think of the topic? Mindset of achiever.
I don't know.
Achieve. So achiever is someone who likes to achieve something, someone who likes to get something. You can always explain from the simple word. Okay, so if you know the word achiever, achiever is from the word achieve. Okay, and mindset, are you familiar with the word mindset?
Oh, yes, miss.
Okay, and excuse me, I don't really want to force you, but I think it's always good idea to push ourselves to what I mean to push here, to encourage ourselves to keep sharing the idea, no matter it is correct or wrong. Okay, and instead of saying I don't know, I don't have any idea, trying is always the best thing to do. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, even you ask the question back to the person, but you don't really ask the question back, but probably you can ask, do you mean that the word achiever is from the word achieve? To achieve means to get. So you ensure that you understand, you get the words mindset of achiever. Okay.
Okay, miss.
I would say that this tip will be beneficial for you, and I think will help you to keep or to engage yourself in conversation, okay, with anyone. Okay, so um, I'm giving you this topic as we were supposed to have a writing session, but I know, knowing that you will go to a city where English is mostly spoken in a small city in Indonesia. So you need to prepare yourself and be sure that you are talkative there. Okay, you don't you don't mean yourself to be proud arrogantly, but you just want to try your best. Okay, you want to prove that you can speak English. Okay, and plus you can also have an idea that you want to learn many things from people around there. So maybe you meet teachers there, you start making conversation. Okay. All
Okay,
right.
miss.
So now let me know. Tell me what's on your mind about this topic, mindset of achiever.
Mindset of achiever.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mindset.
I think it will be about mindsets that achievers have, like to never give up or always trying to achieve something. Yeah, that's the only thing that came up to my mind.
That's interesting. Thank you for sharing the idea. All right. By the way, talking about achiever or mindset of achiever, do you think that you have a mindset of achiever as a young man?
Uh,
Boy.
Probably myself. Probably I don't. I'm not sure.
You're not sure why aren't you
Yeah.
sure about yourself? Do you have a mindset of achiever? Do you have goal in your life? Do you have ambitions? Do you have ideas what you want to be, what you want to achieve in your life?
Yeah, of course I have those, but sometimes when I have ambition to do something, sometimes I really try to achieve that, but sometimes I just give up at the start. So I'm not really consistent about achieving something.
You're not consistent, you said.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that it's due to the age where you're at now? Is it because you are still young, or is it because you still need to learn many things to experience more life?
I think I need to learn more to experience life, miss, because yeah, I think I'm just lazy. So yeah, I like to give up things.
Okay. Do you think that everyone must have mindset of achiever?
Uh, yeah, I think because most of the mindsets, I think it's good, like never give up or
Thanks for waiting. Okay, let me share screen again. So there will be few questions you need to answer. Okay, can you see?
not yet.
All right, this one. Okay, can you see it?
Not yet, miss. It's still
Okay.
loading. Instead,
Okay.
it already yeah, done. Yeah,
Okay, it's showing now.
sure.
All right. So the first question, how did your parents or teachers praise you as you were growing up? Did they tell you how smart you were, or did they focus on how hard you worked, or what it means by the word worked here? Probably how you did things, how you studied, and you can also tell how do they praise others. So others here probably how, oh, sorry, how do you praise others means how do you give compliments maybe to other people.
Mm.
So maybe you can answer the first one. How did your parents or teachers praise you when as you were growing up?
Uh, Mostly they praise me if I was working hard, miss. Like before an exam, I if I study a lot, they usually praise me like, uh, ya gitu dong belajar, ya gitu lah. Ya sometimes gitu miss. But yeah, I think they don't really care about the result. They just care about how much I work to prepare some things. Like if I got a 80 on an exam, I think they'll be fine as long as I already work hard before the exam. Yeah, I think they usually focus to praise me on my hard work.
Okay, and how do you praise others? Do you also praise others when they work harder or maybe better?
I think both miss. I praise them if they are maybe, for example, if they are smart or if they work really hard to get a good grades.
Okay, thank you. Now let's go on the next question. Is there someone in your life, maybe a parent, a teacher, a friend, or maybe friends with a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is someone who won't take risk, who can't admit mistakes, who falls apart or gets defensive after setbacks. Okay, so setbacks here is like being fail of doing things. Are you there?
Yes, Miss.
Did you find some, or did you find one maybe?
I think my parents, Miss, because they are like the two of the person that I really adore.
Oh wait. Oh, okay. So, why did you tell me that it's your parents who have got fixed mindsets? So the meaning of a fixed mindset is someone who will not take risks, who cannot admit mistakes. So it's like when they make mistakes, they will not acknowledge, they will not say, it's my mistakes. No, they don't want to feel guilty. They don't want to blame themselves. So it can be they blame people, other people.
Sorry, Miss. I didn't really get the question.
All right. And let me tell you one more. A fixed mindset is someone who falls apart, or gets defensive. Gets defensive here is someone who tries to things or to tell people that I am not wrong, I am right, whereas the person was wrong or guilty. Okay. So defensive. They try to be defensive. They try to secure themselves from being blamed. And setbacks. Do you get the word setbacks?
No, Miss.
Setbacks is like experiencing failure or failing, fail. So it's like someone fails on the exam, someone fails doing something. Okay, and setbacks may have meaning as someone who has bad experience. Okay, so do you know one?
I think people around me didn't really have a fixed mindset. I think they are all good people. If they did something wrong, they will uh, say that it's their fault. Or if we are working on the team, if my friends usually said before, like if we are doing a project and before we give it to the teacher, my friend usually told me, and or I usually told my friends, if one of us wrong, it's the team's fault, not the individual's fault, because it's a teamwork.
Okay, and if you find one, do you understand that the person becomes a better one at now? Do you know that the person with a fixed mindset change better?
Sorry, I didn't really get the question.
Now, do you also find someone who has a fixed mindset become a better person?
Uh, I don't think so, Miss.
You don't think so, but you know
Yeah.
the meaning of a fixed mindset, right?
I think so, yeah.
All right, all right. So a person who will things similarly day by day and they don't want to change the way they think about certain things, and sometimes they don't want to move on. They will they will be they sometimes get stuck with what they understand, what they believe. Sometimes it's like that. And they think it's right, whereas it's not right. But you can also, you can ask Mr. Edward later on about this, okay, a fixed mindset. So get more informations later. You can also talk about mindset of achiever, and you can also ask some tips maybe, okay, later.
Oh,
All right,
okay, Miss.
now let's try to answer the next question. Number 3, how do you act toward others in your classes or in your dorms, so dormitories? Are you a fixed mindset student focused on being smarter than others? So if you are a fixed mindset and focus on being smarter than others, so you will always think that I am the smartest, or I am smarter than my other friends. Yes. So what do you think? How do you act toward others in your classes? And are you a fixed mindset student?
I don't think I don't know. I don't think I'm a fixed mindset student, in my opinion. But how I act towards my friends in my class, I treat them. I think I treat them normally, Miss. And I don't. I think I never feel that I'm smarter than my friend. Apa sih? Smarter than my other friends because uh, in my class there's a lot of there's actually two of my friends that are I think really smarter than me, and I don't really.
Okay. So I could say that you are not a fixed mindset student, right?
I think
Okay. And you open opportunities, you open yourself to learn new things, to learn better and better. All right. So do you take advantage of learning opportunities available to you through your peers? Did you understand this? Do you understand this question?
no, Miss.
So it will be like this. Do you take advantage of learning opportunities available to you through your peers? Do you learn something from your friends whenever you have a chance to, uh, let's say, whenever you have a chance to work in team or work or study together with them? Do you learn something? Do you happen to learn something from your friends?
I think yeah, Miss, because in my class, my friends have like different uh, kemampuan yang berbeda gitu, Miss, in every subject. Like one of my friends is really good at Indonesian language, but I'm not really good at it. So if I have a chance, I usually ask my friend to explain me about something. And yeah, I'm really open to study to with my friends.
All right, now let's answer the last question. Was there a difficult transition in your life where you fell into a fixed mindset and lost confidence in your abilities? Mhm.
Wait, miss.
It's up to you how you answer it.
Sorry, miss, can you explain the question?
Okay, I will explain, no problem. So, was there a difficult transition in your life? Let's say people may have got ups and down life, okay? And I don't know how you experience your life, but maybe you may have had some difficulties in your life, okay? Maybe in terms of studying or in terms of dealing with your personalities, maybe, okay? And then that moment, you became someone who couldn't move forward. Okay, so you may have been someone with a fixed mindset. It was really hard for you to move on, to change, to be a better person. Okay, and you also may have lost confidence in your abilities. Okay, so was there a difficult transition in your life to be a better person? Do you get it?
I think so, miss. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think, in my opinion, I think I never fell into a fixed mindset, but I think, I think at least once I lost confidence in my abilities. Probably, I think when I was in, I had to grade miss in the first semester. I think it's after the PTS, after PTS miss. I started to lose confidence in Indonesian subject because in my not daily, weekly exams, my score is not really good. And yeah, at the end of the semester, I only get like 84 overall total. So yeah, and now I also still doubt my I still doubt my kemampuan in the Indonesian subject. I just did my weekly exams. I think it is last Tuesday, I think, and I did really bad at it. So I didn't expect much to have a high grades. But if I'm not get the if I'm kalau aku nggak remedial ya, I already have missed.
Okay. All right. So that's the end of the question. Hold on. You can prepare the questions first before we have Mr. Edward. Okay. So maybe you can have at least 3 questions. You can talk about this topic if you want to, and you can ask any questions. Okay. Let me try to confirm whether Mr. Edward is available or not at the moment.
Okay.
No, hang on. All right, so what you need to prepare, I actually wanted to have my video on, but I pressed the wrong button. Okay, so I hope you don't mind to keep the tips with you, the tips I gave you, and I hope you can apply those. And also remember to always prepare feedback. So what I mean feedback here, when you ask any questions to people, okay, you also have a couple of things as your idea, okay? You ask people because you want to know people's opinions. You ask people because you want to learn something new. Okay, so when you prepare your feedback, the conversations will keep going. Okay, and don't worry about your grammar. Don't worry about not understanding few vocabularies, maybe. Don't worry about it. When you need to speak Indonesian for one word, like what you did to me just now, it's okay. But then you try to find simple words, okay, to represent Indonesian words. Okay, so for example, you wanted to say kemampuan in English, okay, you should have known the word, but you just got blank, and it's okay. All right, it's okay. So enjoy every moment. Oh, hang on, Mr. Edward is available, I think. Will it be okay to do it now?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Okay, hang on. He will be joining us soon.
Yes.
Put your camera a little bit down, please, so that
Okay.
He's able to see the way you speak. It's not the way you speak, but you know. All right, hang on. Admit. Okay. Your microphone, Mr. Edward. Oh, your microphone. You forget to unmute the microphone. All right.
Okay,
Okay, Aslam, you can greet him.
let me just turn my radio off. Hello there. How are you?
I'm good, Mr.
Turn
Edward.
this
How are
radio
you?
off. Are you
How are you,
okay?
Mr. Edward? Yeah, I'm okay. How are you, Mr. Edward?
I'm fine. It's Sunday today, no work today, but I'm going shopping and then to visit my sister. That's my garden, and that is my home, similar that I'm in now. Yeah, I'm in what they call the dining room. Yeah, this is just give you the glance. So this is my lounge.
Wow, that's very nice, actually.
Yeah, that's where I live. It's got 4 bedrooms, and I live alone. Yes, 4 bedrooms. It's big, the house. It's quite a bit of work to keep on top. Right. So, what have you been doing today?
Not much, sir. I just watch a lot of YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sunday is a day of rest generally here in the UK, but obviously, like supermarkets and certain businesses open. But the majority have a rest on a Sunday. It's a day of probably religion, whatever your religion may be. You tend to attend if you are religious. You're Muslim, I presume?
Sorry, sir?
Are you Muslim?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm Muslim.
Yes, I would think so.
So, yeah. So, Mr. Edward, I just before you join the Zoom, I have a class with Miss Lydia, and I want to ask you some questions.
Go ahead, ask me anything at all.
Okay. So I want to ask about what is your opinion about mindset of achiever?
My opinion of, sorry?
Mindset achievers. Mindset achiever. Do you get it?
No, I'm not getting that. It's probably me. Once you get it, I'll be okay, but I'm not understanding what you're saying. My opinion of, say it again, slower.
Uh, what is your opinion about mindset of achiever?
An achiever.
Oh yeah.
What kind of achiever?
The mindset of achiever.
Your type. Your type of achiever.
Mindset. Mindset.
Right.
Mindset of
Is
achiever. Yeah. So
what was what's he saying? What kind?
what is mindset of achiever? So to achieve, achiever is from the word achieve, or we can also
Yes.
say achievement. So what is your opinion of mindset of achiever in general?
Mindset. That it's the way you put it. I understand what achievement means and all of that, but the way it's put in mindset, I understand a little, but it's not a common way to express it. Mindset. Mindset is when you've got your mind on certain things, in my opinion. Someone has the mindset on maybe football or horse racing or whatever. And to have a mindset achiever, it means you're probably good at this subject that you've got your mind. It helps you to get an excellence of achievement. But the way you express it is a little unusual. But I understand what I've got the question. Accept it. I think what it is when something is asked and it's not a normal type of question or form of reading. Mindset is used. Don't get me wrong. You can be mindset on lots of things, but you wouldn't accept mindset achievements. They don't work together properly. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
In my opinion, and that's why when you said it, it's not quite going in my head. Once it's explained, I know what you mean now. Yes, it's mindset. What is my opinion? Well, like I just explained to Lydia, mindset is we could have a fanaticism on sports. You could be fanatic on any particular subject. And usually the subjects when you have a mindset on are the ones you can have an excellence in. If you're mindset on physics, if you like physics to such an extent, you'd express as a mindset. Well, that means you probably know your physics and you probably be good. That's how I read it personally.
Mm.
So, what is your mindset on? Anything particular?
I think I don't have any mindset of on anything. It's I
No.
still not yet.
Yes. So, what would you say your hobbies are? What do you like doing in your spare time?
In my spare times, I really like to play games, but my parents is not really supporting me doing that, so I play games Rarely. I play games rarely because my parents didn't like when I playing games. But I also like to play football, although I don't like. Although I'm not really good at it. But
Yes.
yeah, I really like to play games and play football.
Here in the UK, football is very popular with young men like yourself. Very, very popular. It's very popular with most of the male population. Even so now here in the UK, we've got uh, ladies football teams. Ladies have joined in the sport, and
Yeah.
the UK ladies won the championship last year. Very good in football. So it's growing. Lots of sports now at one time used to be predominantly men. And now they're gradually moving to both sexes. And the women are coming in. In fact, women are growing in everything. They're coming up. Well, in the past, they've been not allowed. When I was a young man, we have here in the UK what we call pubs. And pubs are where people go for a drink, usually alcohol. There might be clubs where you live. But anyhow, over the years, there was no women allowed in these places. It was predominantly a male source. Men used to go to football matches and then have a drink of alcohol in the pubs. Now, over the years, we have more people now are driving motor cars and things like that. And you're not allowed to drink and drive. And also the women have been gradually allowed into the pubs. So much so now anybody can go in the pub, a male or female. But that's how times change. It's evolution. And at the latest is football. Ladies are playing. They have football teams now, international ones as well.
Oh, yeah.
So yes, that's it. But in saying about the pubs, because of the drink driving and one thing and another, the pubs are closing. They're no longer viable. So, whereas to be a young man like yourself, your pleasure with your friends would be to go out and finish up having a drink in a pub or a meal. So lots of them do meals, of course, now. And those that have survived tend to do a meal. And you could have a drink. But drinking has cut back a lot. Years ago, and when I'm talking about years ago, I'm talking 40 years ago, people used to get drunk. They don't know. You're only the odd one or two that have problems get drunk. But generally speaking, people care about the driving license, care about themselves, and don't drink and drive. And it's a safer place now.
Yeah.
That's life in the UK, how times have changed.
I want to ask one more. So I want to ask, do you know anything about a fixed mindset?
Not really. No. It's not a subject the way you put it. Do I know anything about what? What? Say it again.
Fixed mindset.
A fixed
Is that?
So I think
What did you? No, Lydia. What did you say?
a fixed mindset. Oh, yeah, a fixed mindset.
I meant No,
fixed?
not really. We
So,
would say if somebody had the mindset like fixed, it was paranoid.
so can you give
And
us example what it is like?
well, you could be. I think my son's a bit that way. Actually, he's a bit mindset. Mark, he is a nurse, a male nurse, and the subjects he looks at are usually medical, etc., or they may be political. And where we just discussed the basic level of whatever we were discussing, the rugby, the football, or the political atmosphere in the country, Mark would download all the extra content on that subject, and he would be very knowledgeable on the subject. So much so, you could say he had a fixed mindset, but it wasn't any particular subject. It was something that he was interested in. He might be reading about, and he went over the top. Consequently, if I spoke to Mark, well, it'd just be a casual chat, he would go deep, so deep into the subject, I wouldn't understand what he's on about. He's gone beyond the normal.
Okay.
It's
Right.
gone as though you were studying a degree in the subject.
Okay.
And you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. All right.
You
So,
go,
okay. So let me share screen for a while so that you know what we are talking about. I'm sorry, we took the idea from a book. Hang on. Let me show you. Hang on. So this is it. Mindset of high achiever. Yeah, we are sorry, we did not say high achiever, but it's mindset of high achiever can be
let
achieved.
me let me tell you, that little bit that you didn't mention would have made all the difference, because it was the relative to being a high achiever in this particular subject. He was trying to get to the top. If he was doing a degree in college or a work, and that little bit of the end that you didn't mention is fundamental in the question.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yes.
Without that, it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
But when you put it there like that, a high achiever, the mindset of a high achiever, well, the picture may help. It's sort of expressing that how somebody feels who does well at college and school or whatever subject he may be studying. And I would imagine it's because they have a genuine interest.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And the last one, what do you think of we took the idea of a fixed mindset is here. So it is said that a fixed mindset is someone who won't take risk, who can't admit mistakes, who falls apart or gets defensive after setbacks. Do you agree with this idea?
I think they're a combination of all three. You know, to a degree, they're a bit of a combination of the three.
Okay.
You can't admit mistakes. Well, what's at risk? You know, what a parent, teacher, friend. with a fixed mindset. Yeah, we are the way we're born to a degree. Some people take the risks and others won't. And it's the way we're formed, and probably got a lot to do with the way we're brought up and our interest in the subject.
Okay. All right. Okay, Aslam, do you have any other questions for this session?
No, Miss.
Okay. Anyway, Mr. Edward, thank you very much for joining our lesson, our class, and we hope to see you again someday.
Yes, the thing I advise on questions, make sure you give preferably something like that photograph or the cutting. That helps somebody like myself a lot.
Okay.
Someone who's not familiar with the question either. So, and that puts it much clearer. So you made it much clearer by showing the picture.
All right.
The little bit of definition.
And when you did not get the question, it was not about his English. It was about the questions which I gave him earlier, actually.
I understand. And what was happening, I wasn't quite, I thought, well, you see, a subject like that, mindset, I've never discussed it in my life.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then you discussing it and think, well, you know, what the hell is he on about? What is he on about? So
okay.
that little extra information, when it's something that's not an everyday thing, if you're discussing the weather, it's okay. We know what you mean.
Okay.
But you're discussing mindset. What the hell do you mean, mindset? There's a billion things mindset could be about. So you need help. You need that extra help.
Okay, it's probably it's probably like conscious, unconscious, subconscious mind, something like that. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's okay. Thanks for the suggestion. We'll take that advice for the
well.
That's
how I see it. You know, a little bit of extra helps, or just the photograph or something, right. Just to click the brain in, sync.
Okay.
Have a nice day. Okay.
You too, Mr. Edward.
You too, Mr. Edward.
Okay, you too. Have a lovely day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, Mr. Edward.
Okay. So this is the end of our session. Sorry, my bad. It's my fault. It's my fault.
It's okay.
And please don't be doubt at your English. You know, your English is excellent. It's not about you did not speak clearly, but it's just the question which did not make sense because I did not involve the picture. All right. Yes. Anyway, shall we call it a day? Okay. I wish you good luck. Okay. For your for your visit in the city of where you have to speak English, probably do your best. Okay. Make yourself different from others. Okay. Just for the sake of God, you want to learn new things. You want to get more experiences. Okay. Lead the class by praying together before we call it a day.
Alhamdulillah, we finished our class today. Let's close this class by saying Alhamdulillah and pray for the list.
The last I say, Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.